Hey, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. In today's video, girl, we got a little something for you. We've got, okay, you cannot tell me that you don't want to know how I got this look. You cannot tell me that. Which eyeshadow palette did I use? But girl, check out the lip. Check out the lip. Girl, what did I use to get this lip combo? Well, you know it's a brown lip liner. You know that part. That's not a secret. But what did I use? What did I use? And don't you want to know more about magnetic lashes? We'll talk about them. The look, the lashes. Girl, you got to stay with me. Don't you want to know more? You got to stay with me, girl. And you have to stay until the end of the video. Girl, you got to stay to the end, okay? I appreciate you. I really do. So right now, before we get into this video, you could go ahead and click that subscribe button, the post notification bell, so you don't miss an upload, and that like button. You know the algorithm loves it. You can do all three things, girl, right now before we even get into the video. But so I don't hold you up from checking out this look, let's go ahead and get into this video. Good morning. How are you today? It is a wonderful day because I see you and you see me, baby. We both woke up this morning. That is a blessing, period. Fair warning, my allergies are cutting up. Cutting up, girl. My eyes, they're watering. My nose is itching. I might sneeze, have a sneeze attack. You know, just be warned. We are starting off the morning, of course, how we always do, with 2 pumps of the Fenty moisturizer. I put this on my lids too, y'all. There's skin there, so it needs to be moisturized. Yup. Step 2. Step 2 is the Supergoop Mineral Matte Screen. I talked a few videos ago about how I watched a Jackie Aina short, because who don't watch Jackie Aina, you know? But, you know, in the beauty community, who don't watch her? Anyway, back to what I was saying. She said she noticed that her makeup looks its absolute best when she puts on a mineral matte screen. No, she didn't say that. She said when she applies a mineral sunscreen. A mineral sunscreen. And that's what this is. It's just the matte version of one. So I was like, girl, yeah, you doing something right. Yes. I just make sure that I always rub it all the way in. Girl, do you suffer from allergies? Are you sympathizing with me right now? Because, girl. So we're going to do a very neutral look today. This is the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. This used to be one that was on the internet, on people's channels a lot back when I first started watching beauty content on YouTube. I don't really see it much anymore, but I'm still using it. You know, just because people aren't talking about it anymore doesn't mean it's not good. I really like it. So I just use it. Girl, what's going on? The allergies, my voice is cracking. Okay, so anyway, I use it still to this day. My right eye, y'all. Are we going to make it through the video? Today, I chose the ABH, or Anastasia of Beverly Hills palette. And this is called Rose Metals. I feel like I may possibly have used this before on my channel. I'm not sure. But this is what it looks like. Girl, listen. The devil will not win this morning. Nope. Not today. We're going to take a Sephora brush number 27. And we are going to choose this shade called Dune. This one right here. I'm going to use that in my crease. So in today's video, we've got this beautiful natural look coming up. Getting started on that. I already know it's going to be fire. I don't have to ask anybody. I don't have to guess. I already know. Pre-shade laid down just that fast. If you're not really new to makeup, but you don't really do eyeshadow because maybe it intimidates you a little bit, I just put the shadow in my crease just that fast. And it looks great. And I didn't do much. So we are going to... Now the only other shade in this palette that I could really put in my outer V for some depth is this one. But I don't feel like it's going to be deep enough for what I like, but we'll try it. And it's a bit on the cool tone side. Okay, it's got the depth, but it is a little cool toned. But we're going to try to work with it. So yeah, we've got this fire look coming up. And then we've got brows. This will be week 2, episode 2 of my brow journey. And yes, ma'am, it's been a journey. So when I was looking at the footage from yesterday's video, which was week 2, episode 1, when I was watching the footage and editing the video, girl, to me it looked like, I think it was this brow. This brow was like, I'm exaggerating, but this brow was like sitting up here and this brow was like sitting down here. You know, it's like a huge difference between the two. And I'm like, how did that happen? You know, how am I doing that? What's going on? I don't know. I guess at the very least, girl, they need to be the same height. Right? Are brows worth it in the morning? Are brows worth it? So if you're new to my channel, as you can see, I'm putting shadow on purpose on my face. You know, I'm putting it on my face. And you'll see the reason why in a little bit when we get to the concealer. But right now we need to choose a shadow for the lid. I'm almost tempted, girl. You know, I don't care for gray anything really. But I'm tempted to try this shade called Nocturne. I'm tempted. Let's swatch it and see how... It's like a gunmetal gray. That is not something that I would normally put on my lid. Should I not? Should I be bold? Let's go ahead and do it. You can tell in the pan that I never really use this shadow. Probably never have. What is going on with my voice? I can tell you one thing, I barely touched my lid and it spread on my lid all on its own. You can tell that a shadow has great quality when it does that. This is, I don't like winter or fall at all, but this is looking like a fall look. I didn't even do that on purpose. But we're here now, so let's go ahead and put it on the other lid. I just feel like sometimes that the shade gray, you know, it can make you look casket ready. You know what I'm saying? That ain't cute. Oh no, I forgot again. I was supposed to laminate my brows. I was supposed to use this brow gel on my brows first thing. I was supposed to do that so that they will dry down. Just like yesterday, I'm going to use the combs. You probably can't. Okay, I'm going to use the combs to put the hairs in the direction that I want them to go, and then use the flat side to just kind of really get that gel in my brows. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know. I think this is a, yeah, it is. I think this is like just a little sample size that I got when I ordered something online and had it delivered. And had it delivered from Ulta. But, you know, I may buy the full size one day, because I'm thinking that this particular technique of doing my brows is where it's at. It's easy and it's pretty fast. I just have to figure out what goes after this. Like when I use the brow pencil in a little bit, I have to just figure out what I want to do in that step. Because yesterday, like I said, one was sitting way up here, one was down here. When I was looking at the footage, I'm like, Girl, what is you doing? What is you doing? You can tell right now that this one, okay, I guess I need to just kind of build this one up a little bit, because you can tell right now it's a little lower than this one. Maybe it's the way I'm shaping my brows. I'm probably doing that. I don't know. But then again, my brows grow real weird. Really, really weird. So, I don't know. It's a whole thing. Let's just go ahead and use this Fenty Beauty concealer. If you're new, the reason I put shadow over here on my face is because it helps me with that wing look. I have hooded eyes, and to make a wing with liquid eyeliner and you have hooded eyes is a little challenging. I don't know why my voice is going in and out, but it's a little challenging. But you can see right there how I created a wing look right here with that eyeshadow and the concealer. That's the goal. I've had the idea before to do a liquid wing, or do a wing with a liquid eyeliner, so you all can see like what the challenge is when you have hooded eyes and you want to do a wing. I think I will. I'll do that one day. But yeah, you can see right there how you get that wing look with the shadow. Real cute. My eyelids, they go down. So having that upward motion that I'm making with that wing look, it helps the whole entire situation, if you will. I'm using the Sephora brand brush number 57. I went a bit too heavy with the concealer this morning. I didn't even try to, but we are going to set that concealer. I did this yesterday and I like this, so let's go ahead and try the Marigold shade again in the One Size powder. I usually use the shade Rich Peach in the One Size powder, but the Marigold was cute yesterday, so it's cute. I mean, it's a little brighter than what I'm used to, but I like it still. So let's go ahead and apply the Fenty Beauty powder foundation. And both the foundation and the concealer are in the shade 410. And I just like to buff it in my skin. That's a pretty color. I love that. So that's all buffed in the skin. I told y'all, I told y'all, I told y'all. You're going to get sick of me. You're going to get sick of me and this doggone bronzer. I told y'all that. I told you. This is the Too Faced bronzer in the shade Chocolate Mocha. And I picked this up during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. They actually, oh, that is a lot. Ulta actually, as I'm filming this video, girl, that is a lot on my brush. As I'm filming this video, the 21 Days of Beauty ends tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day. So, and tomorrow's Thursday. So usually on Friday, or the day after the last day of the sale, usually Ulta will put certain products back on the 50% off sale. So they'll just pick different products, and on that one day you can buy extras, or if you miss something, you can get it on that day. So that should be on Friday. Girl, when I tell you, I am hoping that they put this bronzer back on 50% off, because 100% I'm buying another one. 100%. So I hope they put that on. I want two products. That, the bronzer, and then also the Super Goop. I want to get one more. I really do. It's my thing. I will tell you, I think I already have two in my drawer. So I want a third one. I use it. I'm going to use it up. I've used other primers and I still go back to that. So she my boo, and I want another one. But oh, but this is the reason. This is the reason I want another one of these bronzers. I had heard a lot of good things about it, and everybody was telling the truth, boo, because that's gorgeous. That is beautiful. I cannot wait until Friday to see if they put it on sale again. Let's go ahead and get into some blush. Let's go ahead and try this NARS blush again. I use this, I think, twice on my channel. That's the shade. It's called Trance. This is the NARS. This is the NARS blush, and it's called the Multiple. And it's called the Multiple because you can use it in multiple areas. The cheeks, the lips, and I believe the eyes. Or the lids. So, or really the eyes. If you want to put it in your crease, you could. But we are going to use it on our cheek. Okay, we're going to use it on our cheek. Got to be a little careful. This shade can look a little ashy. It can. But that's the shade right there. And we're going to... I'm just taking my time because I don't want to go overboard. You know, the ashiness can come through. But see, if you just do it lightly, you can see it, right? You can see it, but it don't look so ashy. Just be light. Be careful with it. Don't go overboard. Don't overload your brush. Just the right amount of cute, right? That's all you need. That way you still get use out of it, because otherwise I wouldn't use it. Because it does give a little ashiness, but like that, I like it. Just lightly. It's just kind of a mauve shade. I just applied the Milani eyeliner in the shade Semi Sweet. This is the Stay Put eyeliner. And I brought up, I've been talking about these for a while. Girl, this is not aesthetically pleasing. I know that. It was just sitting around. I grabbed one. I needed a vessel, and it's what I grabbed. But these are all the colored eyeliners that I own. And there are a lot, you know, different shades. And I've been speaking about these for a while on my channel, saying I need to remember to bring them upstairs. They sit in a drawer downstairs where I apply makeup down there. But I needed just something to bring them upstairs. And I think I want to try the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. This is in the shade Empire. Yeah, I want to start using these more because I own them and I should be using them. So since I already put on a little eyeliner, I didn't mean to. I really wanted to use these this morning, but the Milani brown is just, it's a habit. So instead of like putting it where I would have with this eyeliner, I'm going to try to put it in my waterline. So, and just see if it makes a difference at all. Probably not. It probably makes things look a little deeper. But this is like a purple shade. I'll swatch it. So it looks like this. It's a purpley blue. You know, purple and blue, sometimes they kind of cross paths a little bit, but you really can't see it too much. But I will try my best to remember tomorrow. What I'll do is, before I leave my filming space today to go to work, I will put this like in the middle of my desk. That way, hopefully tomorrow, I'll remember to use one. But you can kind of see it in the waterline a little bit. But anyway, we'll do it again tomorrow. Miss Tilbury. Let's go ahead and spray the face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Let's do that, and then we will get into these brows. Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil, and it's in the shade 4.5. We're going to use this to fill in our brows. I'm just thinking about that. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. In yesterday's video, I said, what's the difference between these two? They both have color. Both are in 4.5. You just apply them differently. This is a pencil. This has a spoolie. Of course, that's the difference. I know that. But the end result, I guess is really what I'm saying. Is the end result basically the same? I have this. I may as well try it. So, okay, my brows are very stiff. Okay, hold on. I think I'm realizing something. Hold on. I think. Girl, sometimes in life you just have to try things. You have to get out of your own way sometimes in life, right? Because I was thinking, what's the purpose? What's the purpose in this? I feel like this was, did I buy this? I don't know. This may be a sample size too, but I totally now see in using this why it's different, you know. Oh, goodness. I can see the difference in the two in using this as opposed to the pencil. Hold on, let me think about what I'm trying to say. I can see that this spoolie, basically just running it through your brows, I don't even know how to say it. I think the spoolie, y'all, I don't really know how to say it, but I can see why using the spoolie in conjunction with the gel is better if you want fluffy brows. This just lends better to the fluffy brow look. Girl, that's the best way I can say it. And then let's just say, like right here, I can see a spot. You know, if you wanted to just kind of do some detail work with the pencil, you could, right? But on a scale of 1 to 5, I give this probably a 2. Because they look so different. And I'm realizing that that's me. That's like my brows. That's my wacky, weird, crazy growing brows. It's all me. How would I make it better? I think that should be my focus for tomorrow. I think that's what I should research or think about, is how can I make this situation better? Because I can see right now using the gel and, you know, these two products, this first and then detail work with this, I can tell that this is probably the technique for me. Yeah, easy, quick, you know, you don't have to think a whole lot about it. But the fact that this brow looks so much different than this one, this is probably the situation I'm trying for. This right here. This one looks a lot like my brow has always looked for the last however long, years and years. Oh, I forgot to draw the line below. It's too late now. But, well, let's go ahead and try it. Girl, that's what we're here for, right? Trying all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, I look crazy. The brows do. All I can say at this point is I need to figure out how to make this brow look like this brow. That's the goal from now on, I think. They look totally different. This brow grows different, I think. I think that could be it, that this brow grows different than this brow. They're just weird. They're weird. And I think maybe I'm making the weirdness stand out even more with putting product in it, you know, because they are more bold now. So the weirdness of my brows, girl, I'm figuring this out just little by little. It's coming to me. I think that I'm making them look more weird than usual. All right, what time is it? Oh, it's 6:33. Let's do some lashes today. Yes. Let's just move forward and put on lashes. I'm using the Velour. It's the Velour Lash and Go 3-in-1 eyeliner magnetic lash adhesive. So that's what this is. I wear magnetic lashes. I love them. This liner is just a liquid liner. Girl, can I remember to turn my phone ringer off? Can I remember that when I sit down? The directions say to apply 2 coats, so I always do. This is the second coat. So now that we've got the liner down, we'll pull out the lashes. These are the Magnetic Lashes by Velour. This is in the style Magnet-Eyes. This is what they look like. They have just enough va-va-va-voom. I love them. Not too much, not too little. And I like to just kind of do like that to get them in the shape. More so just to more so get them in the shape of my lid. And I just apply it. Put one side down first and then the other side. Once I have it where I want it, I press the magnet into the liner. You know how traditional lashes feel when you remove them at night? How you kind of, it's like a pull. This has that same feeling. These lashes don't move throughout the day. If you have ever been concerned about the fact that they're magnets and what if the wind blows, girl, no. Nope, they don't move. They are so easy. Very get ready for work with me friendly. Pressing it into the liner and literally I'm done. I'm done. So easy, so cute. I love them. Been using them for at least a year or two. Love it. I don't know if I'm posting the video Saturday or Sunday, but at any rate, girl, check out, watch out for my lip swatch video. You know what? In the video, I kept saying 13 lippies. Girl, there are 12. Why I can't count? There are 12. Every time in that video I say 13, just know I mean 12, okay? Just know it. Whatever. What lip do I... Ooh, I could go for like a brighter lip today. No, I'm going to keep it neutral. I'm going to keep it neutral. Which one do I want? Ooh, Cool Teddy. Cool Teddy was cute. You have to watch the video to see all the lippies that I have, y'all. And the whole video, girl. The whole video. Okay. So this is Cool Teddy by MAC. This is the bullet. And this is the shade. She cute. Let's go ahead and put on that brown lip liner. And I'm not going to go in too heavy at first with the liner. And feather that out. See, not too much. I can always add if I need to. Cool Teddy. This lip is a silky matte. Yes. You can't tell me that ain't cute. You can't tell me that. Girl. I love me some Cool Teddy. Yes, girl. Let's go ahead and put on a little bit of that brown. Oh, girl. So cute. In yesterday's video, I told you all about this hair and gave you all the deets, right? I think I'm actually going to take this hair out this weekend. I originally installed it on the 6th, September 6th, right? And I did the base wrong. Like the base was totally wrong. It just didn't look good. So, and it was me, the base. So, I'm looking at my calendar. So, 1 week after that, on the 13th, I removed the hair and reinstalled it. So I changed the base, did it differently, and it's great. I love it. Except for one thing. The part is just too far apart. I have never, when I told you just now that I installed this hair on the 6th, that was the first time in my life that I had ever done cornrows. Okay? So give me some grace. The second time I did the cornrows, the 13th, that was the second time. I did much better. But now I see that the cornrows need to be really close together, as close as I can get them, considering the fact that I don't really know what I'm doing. So I want to give it another chance. The hair is so freaking beautiful. I am so in love with this hair. I want to wear it all the time, okay? But I want the base to be right so that the hair, you know, the base, the end result of your install relies heavily on your base. You know what I'm saying? So I want to take it out one more time, girl. This will be the third time, the third weekend in a row. I want to take it out, and it's so easy to remove and add and put back in, but I want to take it out, redo the base, try to get those braids really close together, smaller, skinnier, you know, so that it all kind of falls and looks better. So that's today's video. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clicking on my video. I really and truly appreciate every single way you choose to support me and my channel. I really do. Before you leave, girlfriend, you know what I'm going to say. Subscribe. Why wouldn't you? You made it to the end of the video. Girl, go ahead and subscribe so you won't miss any uploads. Make sure you click the subscribe button, the post notification bell, and that like button. But until next time, friends, be safe and always be blessed. Bye-bye.